No, I gotta ask on video because it's emotional, really.
Okay.
Remember I told you I was going to Elm Grove that turned to VA St. Ville, right? And I was talking on the video about how them boys used to sexually abuse me every day in the classroom,
Mm-hmm.
making me suck their thing and trying to do all kind of stuff to me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know around that time I was grieving that Al died?
What happened?
I was grieving that Al, my foster dad Al died.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And in between that, grieving that Al died and turned into like the mindset of I got you now, bitch. And started stinging with them rings.
Yeah.
I couldn't even like, and so I started acting out in the classroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brothers. Al died in 1992. I can't. Okay, at that time I was in. I started going to that school approximately toward the end of the second grade and third grade. When Al died, I was in fourth grade.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, you know what I mean? Like, I understand how you feel, trust me. When that feeling hits you, it's like, you know what I mean?
And I don't. Between that situation and Matthew, that was like one of the most brutal. And like as a child, it was like no escape.
Yeah.
And then what they did to me at Al's funeral, I already talked about that.
Right. Right.
At his actual, I hate, like I usually be telling people, don't say funeral around me, just say the F word.
Right. Just say F word.
Or just say it real fast. You know what I'm saying? But
Because all of that has to do with that is a trigger.
yeah, trauma.
Right.
I'm still
PTSD.
I'm still tripping off that Shelly tried to make me touch him because I didn't recognize him as my dad and laying in
Yeah. Yeah. The C word.
the
Right.
the long bed,
Right. The long bed. Right.
the homegoing bed.
Right. 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 A
I'm
lot of
trying to
people
make
like, why don't you just, because she cannot hear the word, please respect.
yeah, it really does do something to me. And she tried to. I didn't recognize him. He looked different. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's your daddy. That ain't my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah. I
I was
remember.
9,
I
but
remember.
subtract a couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because I
remember.
was a special needs child,
Right. I remember. Yeah.
just
Definitely.
like Candy, special needs child. Just like Mark, special needs child. Wyatt, special needs child. Between Candy and Sean, definitely special needs child. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't comprehend that we was going to church to watch some man sleep. She was like, wake him up, he gonna give you a kiss. Hell no. You might know him. I don't know that dude. I'm Beyonce and Jay Z. I'm Beyonce on the run tour, just ready to go. And she go grab my hand, trying to make me touch him. That haunting ass laugh, bruh. That goofy ass. And then I started to get older, start to realize I think that hoe might be a little slow too. And I don't care. And they can try to call themselves trying to argue with me, cuss at me, get their guns ready, say what the fuck they want. I'm the one that had to deal with this trauma. Candy had to deal with her trauma. Wyatt, he laughs to cope with his trauma. Mark had, to deal with his trauma that they put us through. And I'm not gonna tell Sean's story what happened with Mickey, my foster mama's sister. For a long time, we thought Sean was our cousin. Didn't know he was our brother. Well, I didn't. I thought he was our cousin for the longest because I'm like, okay, if that's Mickey's son, then that's my cousin. I thought that was Mildred, Corey, and Chris' brother. I didn't know that was my brother. My biological brother. I didn't know that. Then James, he was like a whole triangle. He's like technically my foster. That's my foster sister Joni's brother. My foster grandma had him. He's like technically my uncle, foster brother, but then we was calling him cousin. Like, so technically that dude was my foster uncle. We was just calling him cousin. Shit was all twisted. Yeah, it was. Where was there? Because I don't even. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we were seeing a psychiatrist at that time. Psychiatrist, not a psychologist. And a lot of times, foster mama at that time would do most of the talking. Uh, so I mean, it was like, who was there for Brandy to talk to vent and heal? Because remember, every time Brandy wanted to vent or express how she feel, Brandy got punched in the mouth. I used to get whooped for laughing, coughing, crying, whatever. Candy did too. We both did. That's true. We both used to get whooped for laughing, coughing, crying, and stuff. Or accused of doing it for attention and stuff. Pippa, sit. Good girl. I didn't even realize she sat. They've been telling me I dealt with like trauma and dissociation for years. And now this girl claiming to have dissociation. Okay, but you don't have mental issues. Got it. No. Candy said she had maladaptive daydreaming, but now she's saying it's dissociation. I know since I was in Atlanta, going to the VA in Atlanta, they was telling me I deal with dissociation. I had a smaller moment of it just now. But yeah, that's cold, bro. I don't. The kid didn't have, like I said, there was that one social worker when Kirk and Brandon was touching me. Yeah, Kirk and Brandon was touching me at the same time. I mean, but then it started with them before I even went to that school. So I had Kirk and Brandon touching me, Candy touching me, then them kids at school touching me. I can't even quite remember when exactly Candy stopped. It was about, because I remember they moved my room to the other room, and Candy was touching me even in that room. But it's just pretty fucked up to be sexually abused while grieving that a man that you thought was your real dad died. The only man that was protected you and looked out for you. Uh, he used to scram the boys off of me. And the boys, Wyatt and Mark, used to bully me and shit. He used to scram them off. For sure. And I used to see them get hit with the belt, and I'm like, ooh. I ain't gonna tell them no more, goddamn. Yeah, Al didn't play. Al almost took a bullet for me, and then he even told me he would die for me. And it's like dang, he died.
Yeah. That's so hard.
Like, it was a hard pill for me to swallow. I felt like he abandoned me.
Right.
Because he promised me he would never leave me.
Right.
And he was sitting there having a whole conversation. So, I don't know, man. Here it is, I'm 38 years old and I still miss him.
And you have every right to miss him. It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't know what abandonment was, but the way the foster mama made it, like he just left. So that's why when I seen him in the little home going bed, I ain't know who that man was. I ain't really understand death.
You have every right to feel the way you feel, honey. You have every right. Wish he was here. Yes, I know. Trust me, I know. Wish he hadn't left you. I know. Trust me, I know.
So, might be kind of, well, no, it's not weird. It's not weird.
Wish he was here. I want you to be here. Protect me still. Why aren't you still here to protect me?
You know how many rumors were spread said the foster mama killed him? But I don't be trying to lean on that because I was not there. I mean, I was in the room across the hall, and they said all kind of shit had popped off. Said he had a whole seizure, and they had to handcuff him to a stretcher. And all I know is his health had declined quick.
Right.
Yeah, went from having a black eye to pneumonia to a seizure to a massive stroke. Hold on, Pip. Hold on. Like I said, you got the foster mama. I'm dealing with trying to grieve over him. Sexual abuse. And then the foster mama hitting me with the rings. Punching me like I'm, oh. I remember the first time she punched me. I was like, I don't want to get it wrong. I was about 4, 5. The first time she punched me in the face. Like dead in the face. And Al got in her shit.
Yeah.
Her and Al used to fuss about the things she used to do to me. Or how she treated, you know what I'm saying?
shouldn't have to treat you that way. You didn't deserve that. You were a child.
Said I'm gonna die before I make 18. I ain't nothing but a little whore. I'm gonna be a hoe.
Who tells a child that? That's so wrong, Brandy.
Yes.
I was your protector. And trust me, I know.
Man, it's like when that man passed away, it literally was like, you're my bitch now. That's why she left me in those classes. I kept begging her to get me out those classes. I kept trying to beg the psychiatrist to get me out those classes. Finally, I went to the teacher. I said, what I got to do to get out these classes? I know there got to be a way. She said, start passing.
That's exactly what, yep.
She didn't say nothing but a word, ho.
A+, okay, you gone. Thank you, I'm out. Deuces.
By the time got to 7th grade, I was passing science with A's.
There you go.
Getting A's in science, math was a challenge. The only scientific thing that was hard for me to ever pass was chemistry. But math was always my hard.
Oh, yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Trust me. Algebra, calculus. What? With these
I
letters
fucked
and
up
shit.
algebra the first time, and then the second time passed it with a D+. Fuck algebra. We don't even use. I was like, we ain't even gonna use this shit when we get out of here.
They always tell you will. They always tell you will just so you can do the work. They always tell you will just so. But in certain things, like when you have a job, I guess they say you have to use that in order to, you know what I'm saying? In certain jobs, you have to use that in order to do your job. So it does come in handy in certain things in life. But if not, then it's like, okay, when am I going to use this again?
Y'all, what the fuck going on with my face? Something going on with this lithium. I'm getting scared. Stuff tasting like metal. Stuff don't taste right. I have not been eating. I've been eating like once or twice a day. And it probably don't even look like it. I've been eating once or twice a day. I've been drinking a shitload of calories.
Yeah.
Trying to maintain like. So yeah, they said when you start tasting metal, that means this shit come toxic in your kidneys. Told y'all I ain't been feeling right. So I'm supposed to have an appointment today, but it's supposed to be tomorrow now. And the nurse, she went and looked it up, and she's like, yeah, it's a thing. I'm like, yeah, I looked it up yesterday too. But they be saying, oh, you can't go on Facebook, you can't look stuff up on Facebook. You can't. I'm like, man, so many people say this shit ruin their kidneys. I put them on dialysis. Those are interesting things. Hey man, I was telling dude, even my vapes juice don't taste the same. I ain't gonna show it, but bruh, one of my favorite juices don't taste the same. And I was like, ah. the hell going on here? Like, I might have to stop buying that juice and change the flavor or something. Like, and trying to sit there and fix me some eggs with toast. I mean with and a taco tortilla. I like, oh, why this shit tastes like metal? I'm like, hey, you sure you cleaned that right? And then she did it again this morning. I was like, I can't take it no more. I'm hungry now. I ain't ate since the afternoon, and before that, the day before that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I said, bruh, please do me a favor. I said, please make you I don't know if she did it with bread or a taco thing. And I said, just get one egg. I said, just try it. She like, I'm not hungry. I said, please. I said, it's going to help me. I said, please. She didn't want to do it. I said, I love you. Just please help me. I said, I need you to taste even the 1 or 2 bites. You can spit it out after. I don't care. Just please just tell me what it tastes like. And she said, it tastes fine to me. I said, fuck. Yeah. So, yes. I don't know, certain things I be telling my nurse, she be brushing them off. Like, I feel like she be brushing them off.
Yeah,
That's how I feel. But China just said, so maybe it's not something that I feel. I say I feel just to insert that I'm not accusing her. It's just something I feel. But when I was telling her about a couple of things, it was just like, changing the subject and shit. Yeah. But yeah, she did get back with me about the lithium thing. It be tripping me out though. They say you can talk to certain people about, yeah, you can talk to me about this and that. And then you talk to them about this and that, and they brush you off, and or change the subject. And then they say, yeah, I didn't say you couldn't talk to me about this and that.
Okay, so.
And they be like, okay, well, they try to redirect the conversation. Be like, okay, can we talk about this or not? So, like, if that's not what we're here to do, then let me know. I bet you I will find somebody else to talk to. You're talking about stimulus checks in 2022.
For who?
I don't know, and I don't care. Man, my whole life been just fucking unfair. Been dealt a bad hand. And I just marvel at how a motherfucker can sit here and feel like it's unfair to, like, for me to have deserve a car, deserve a apartment. Bitch, I ain't even in a house no more. I'm in an apartment. One you can barely turn around and fart in. Deserve to get married and have kids. Like, bitch, you the one said that's what Christians are supposed to do, get married and have kids. I did by the Bible. I got married and I had kids, and you got a problem with that. What type of Christian are you, bruh?
She ain't no Christian.
But I ain't gonna sit here and walk around like I earned that. And just say the Heavenly Father, what's that in the book of Revelations? Or is it another? It's in the New Testament. by how he gift. It's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
He gifts these things. Just like you got all those gifts in your GoFundMe. You got all those gifts in your Cash App. Gifts in your PayPal.
Come on now.
And the only reason why I bitch about that is because they're based on lies off of me. Other than that, I can care less about it. I just find that funny. How Sway, you upset because I got married and had kids? It's unfair that I'm found a husband, you didn't. I had kids and you didn't. Motherfucker, your ass probably fertile as hell too. My walk of life ain't supposed to be like your walk of life. This China walk of life is different than my walk of life. My walk of life different than Pipple's walk of life. I'm pretty sure when I run into my kids, all three of them gonna have a story to tell me. And I'm gonna be ready to listen. And console them. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna tell me some shit. I'm gonna have to be ready to box some motherfucker up. People don't understand the Heavenly Father gives different jewels to different people for different reasons. I'm not fucking jealous of Chris Brown. He got a mansion. Jealousy is a sin in the Bible too. But you stuck on homosexuality. Envy. What's that in Galatians 5:19 to 21? Oh, I'm on my phone. I can't Google it. I look it up. I think that's the scripture. I think that's the scripture. Envy, malice, hate, jealousy, and all those synonyms toward that.
Exactly.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy is more hated than homosexuality, but people don't know that because they don't read. Candy committing spiritual homosexuality. How you like them apples? I haven't sold out, y'all. I haven't sold out. I ain't sold out. I ain't sold out. I haven't sold out. Nobody asked you. You don't say I sold out since we was a child. You sure about that? Because I remember that shit clear as day. You sitting there with your feet in the air, laid back, chanting this finger with this hand with the other hand, twiddling your fingers with your feet in the air. Lucifer, 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 Lucifer. One day I said, who the hell is Lucifer, man? I don't know. I made that name up.
You ain't made no name up.
I think it's cute. I'm going to name my son that.
Oh my God.
And see, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, okay. I was sitting there thinking Lucifer rhymed with Christopher. So I'm like, oh, okay. I start going to Bible class, start hearing that shit when we get older. I'm like, they talking about Lucifer lining up with a serpent. How the serpent lines up with coincides with your intestines. How they both have just like a stick figure with no bone, no how to do like that. I can't get it out, but your intestines and your stomach and they're both a type and shadow, not one and the same, but like a type of shadow of one another, a depiction of one another. That insatiable hunger that your intestines have, to eat, and you're never satisfied. Liken it to a serpent. And don't we see Candy? Always have that insatiable hunger, never satisfied. They also talk about gluttony and greedy in the Bible. Candy ass greedy. Shit. Like I said, I might cook big portions, but you won't believe how much food me and China actually be thrown away. A lot of food, and I'd be pissed off about it too. It'd be a lot. I'd be like, that's why when people be like, "Oh, save me a plate," I'd be like, "There's plenty. Come on over." Candy was chanting Lucifer, but she ain't sold out.
Yeah,
Said she made up that name. How I got proof of that? Let me get this right. Don't slap me. She the one said that. I'm just trying to make a point. J Demon Rotten Shit stars Yuck Teen Shit Teen K. Any more names? So yeah, she always called herself making up names for people. She said I had, get away from me. Don't touch me. That's proof that she didn't want me touching, like hugging her or coming around her or whatever. Or my babies didn't even want them touching her. She said I had mean pink chichinad. Called Wyatt, called him Dirty Wanda. Called Ramona, no, what they call Mark and Wyatt was laughing about it on the phone. That was what prompted Mark to say he gonna get a gun for Wyatt.
Oh, what did he call him?
Dirty Dykes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Got a name for Mark, Dirty Dykes.
Oh yeah.
Had a name for Ramona. She had a name for us all. I had a name for her too, Bam Bam Crazy Ho.
There you go.
And that name still stands, Bam Bam Crazy Ho.
That bag bitch.
Especially this shit she doing every day. Got a new name, a new lie, something I'm supposed to have did to my children. I'm just over it, bruh. Bruh, I was this close to telling what I told you, China. I was just about to just go ahead and check myself in to the psych ward.
Yeah.
It was about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Me and China having this conversation. I'm just like, I just can't no more. I just can't, bruh. Can't do this no more. But the reality is, I've been got out, got healed, or got treated, and come right back to this same bullshit.
That's it. That's it. Yep.
And this girl mission is to destroy me. And I be slamming that hoe with facts every time.
That's it. Team facts.
Hashtag team facts.
There you go.
You know what? I think I've seen people do that on underneath my posts at times before.
And that's what you need to do in the headings. Yeah. Hashtag team facts. That's it.
She went to saying she not asking everybody to just agree with her, but she just asking everybody to look at both sides.
That's a lie.
But then there's a whole couple of videos where she's telling people don't listen to me and nothing about lies. All I do is lie. Mm. Mm-mm. This girl want to talk about, I slapped her hand. Slapped her hand and said, me to get hired. When this girl gonna talk about she got out of special ed before I did? Was I pissed or jealous of her? I was the one being sexually abused and beat up, and they forcing me to do oral sex and shit. I didn't treat her no kind of funny because of that. She always got to one up and be on top and everything. I know I ain't got the shit into the stick. Not Candy. I'm sorry. You guys have been bamboozled. You've been tricked. You've been hoovered. You've been Larry Hoovered. You've been tricked. You've been bamboozled. Now, I don't know what Larry Hoover did. It was just sounded like it fit with what I just said. You've been tricked. You've been deceived. That is all.